A little bit lower. Hello, everyone. Welcome. I am in my studio today, and I thought that this might be an easy setup to try lunchtime readings to see if that time worked better for some of you guys. I apologize for the poor video quality. I'm using our work laptop, and it's not as good as I thought it would be. But yeah, this is my studio. This is where I film a lot of the videos that you guys see. But today we are going to be doing some speed readings for lunchtime. So I've already eaten my lunch, but I hope you guys have yours. And I'm so excited because I bought a new tarot deck and I have not used it at all. I haven't even really opened it or looked at it, but like for more than 2 minutes. So I'm gonna pull this out and we're just gonna play with it today. But yeah, before I get started, if you're catching me on replay and you want to make sure you catch me next time, look in the description below. I have a link to my event page on my website. I'm trying to think what else. I also put up a Facebook event, so follow me on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter. And just some fun announcements for you guys. My website now has updated services. So now I've got more group event stuff up, which is sort of poor timing because of all of COVID, but I actually have it all listed up. Before it was just like, oh, contact me and I'll tell you what I can do. But I've got new events up and I've got new coaching services. So if you guys are interested in getting a coaching session with me, you can now book that through my website. So that's different than a reading. You know, you could book readings through me or through my website as well, but coaching is more like, hey, I want to, learn more about my psychic ability. I'm having problems. I want to reach out to you. I want to talk to you. And so that is now available on my website. And those are just 30-minute sessions. I use a combination of intuitive advice, but mostly logical advice. And basically, I just let you guys use that time to ask questions and be like, here's my problem. How can you help? And I give you exercises. Again, I pull some tarot cards to see if there's anything else that might be into it. But if you do want this session with me, consider buying the psychic skills course that I have down in the description below as well. That course comes with a coaching session. So you buy part 1, 2, and 3 for $35 and you get a discounted coaching session. And I think it equals out to be the same price as if you just would have bought a coaching session yourself. So, yay! Yeah, I just wanted to announce that I've been super just involved with this channel recently, updating things, coming up with video ideas, really just like cleaning up a lot of my website and making it easier for you guys to contact me. I don't know if I mentioned last time, but you can now book your reading on my website like that. So you can pick a day, pick a time, pay right then and there, and everything's all scheduled. So there's no back and forth of like, oh, this day are you available? Oh, this day, nope, no, I'm not. And so yeah, I wanted to just make it a lot easier for you guys. But hello, may you be peaceful and at ease. I'm sorry I never remember your name, but thank you. I feel like such a hobo today. I had to run out today. I basically been having like back-to-back readings and wanted to end today with you guys doing live lunch readings. But I'm really grumpy at this camera quality. It's like, it looks like it's dirty, but it's not. Like I've cleaned the stupid little camera. It's dumb. Anyway, so what we're going to do today is speed readings, and that means basically we're not going to play any games. We are just going to jump into doing a bunch of readings. And so what I'll have you guys do is throw up your comments. And I always say speed readings, but honestly, I'm so slow. But basically, I'm just going to try to get through as much as possible. And this is a claircognizant exercise that you can do. And I've done this before in class with Karen Fox at the Aspen Program for Psychic Development. And she had us stand in 2 lines facing each other. One line stayed still, the other one was like moving. And she gave us 30 seconds. She had a little timer. She gave us 30 seconds and we had to read that person in front of us. And then we moved, she would say next. And after 30 seconds, we'd shift one person over and we'd have another 30 seconds. And so it's a very quick, like, you don't have time. You just got to jump into it and get what you get and throw it out there. And when you get in that flow, that's really good for claircognizance and developing that clair, because you're not trying to see or hear or feel anything. You're just like, give me information and let's go. So it's a very quick download exercise. Another fun little claircognizant exercise you can do, obviously, if you don't have a ton of people to read, is using cards, like a deck of cards that have a black suit and a red suit. And you really quick, you can't look at the cards, you got to put them face down. And what you do is you just guess if it's red or if it's black. And you make a pile in front of you, red over here, black over here. So if you think this first card is red, move it to red. If you think the next one's red, move it to red. And then black, and then black. And you just go through the whole deck like that. And you just go as fast as you can. And you're not looking at it. You don't know if you're right. And then if you really want to, you can flip over the cards and see how right you are. If you've got mostly red in the red pile, mostly black in the black pile. But I would encourage you not to look at it, because it's not about being right. It's just about honing that claircognizant clair. Anyway, fun little tidbit for you guys. I've got a ton of new videos coming up. I've even got some collaborations coming up that I'm really excited about. I'm going to be starting a new series called Psychic to Psychic, where I interview other psychics. Definitely going to do a Ouija board exercise with my good friend Bliss Findings. You can check out her channel on my channel. I think I have it recommended. Hey everyone. Yeah, it is an interesting exercise. It's really fun. It's really hard not to look at the cards to see if you got them right. Excuse me. Okay, so let's jump into it. Thank you guys for joining me. Let's do speed readings, and I'm also going to be using this deck. I haven't even opened it, and I haven't even read the guidebook. But one of the great things about tarot is you don't need to know the deck. And if you've really honed your psychic abilities, you can just look at the cards. Whoops. You can look at the cards and just pick up images, pick up feelings from it. You know, you don't have to know what it's about, but you can just get an energy from it. And it might not be in relation to what the deck says it is at all, but I think that's a great way of honing your psychic ability and not using tarot as a crutch, which I am definitely guilty of, and I try really hard not to do that. Yes, this deck is by Yoshitani, and it's called Tarot of the Divine. But oh my gosh, it's so pretty, this material. I'm going to do a video review on it. But I've been following her on Instagram for literally years, and she's been doing the illustration for these one by one whenever she can get around to it. And finally she was able to finish it. And each of these cards is like an Asian fairy tale. So this is like that looks African actually. But there's some on here that I've looked at that are like Chinese or like Polynesian, Japanese, Chinese. That looks almost Egyptian. Look at that, they're so pretty. I wish this camera did it justice. Anyway, hello, I'm doing great. Okay, guys, throw up your questions in the comments. I'm just gonna power through for like an hour, and we're gonna see how many we can get to. So yeah, there's no games today. Speed readings are all about doing as many as I can as fast as I can. But if you do absolutely want a reading and you don't want to like wait or get like a really short reading, send me a donation through my Venmo or my PayPal of at least $5, and I'll make sure that I spend some time one-on-one with your question. And those links are in the description below. Let's see. May you be peaceful and at ease. I don't know what twin flame readings are, so maybe ask me another way of like whatever you're trying to get to. Sorry. Some people are like, read my palm, and I was like, I don't know how to do that. I didn't get trained. So just because you're psychic doesn't mean you know everything. Like, I definitely do not know anything about astrology. I wish I did. It's on my like to-do list, as well as like taking a full tarot course. Can you describe my future wife? Erie, I'm just gonna pull from this deck because I want to. Ooh, and again, I have no idea about this deck, but immediately there's this beautiful woman on a horse. What I'm getting from this energetically is she's just a strong, powerful, independent woman. And that might throw you off, Erie. Maybe you're like, ooh, I don't know about this. Maybe that like brings up some issues with you. Maybe it brings up some red flags. And I would take some time to examine that and ask yourself, what brings out this insecurity of in me if someone is so independent. Maybe there's a fear there of them cheating or leaving you. But I think the best person for you is going to be someone who is strong and independent, because they're going to teach you how to be that yourself. And then the horse, I'm just tuning into that spirit animal. Geez, I think just super strong energy is what I'm getting, because spirit animals can mean totally different things. And I think for her energy, for whatever reason, this horse is symbolic of her energy, of that strong, powerful energy. So she might come in really strong and it might freak you out. Okay, I've already lost track. Okay. I'm currently working on my own deck, and it is a true nightmare. Oh, Roxanne, I feel you. I have a tarot deck, or it's an oracle deck, and I have literally had it done for 3 years now. But I have hit every single wall there is that I could hit as far as finding someone to design the deck. It has been a big nightmare. But I've got all these publishers. Like, I'm ready to reach out. I've got everything lined up, but I just need the artwork. Will I and a Noop ever date? He's way out of my league, and I don't even think he cares about my existence. Ishika, I would ask where that insecurity is coming from. I'm just pulling this deck because I just want to learn. I just want to feel out this deck. This is a mermaid, Queen of Cups, and she's like, what I'm seeing is she's like protecting this cup. Ishika, what I'm getting for that is like, it's like your energy being like withhold from him. It's like he doesn't deserve you. That relationship you don't deserve. I think, or not, sorry, that's not what I meant. That relationship is not good enough for you. And it's like you're the queen here, and it's like, no, hold the cards close to you. Don't like, what I'm getting is like, if you were to go after this relationship, you'd be putting yourself out there and putting your energy out there and just making yourself like uncomfortable. And I think that's just not what you want. You want someone to come after you, is what I think that card is. Like the energy of like waiting is what I'm getting. A general love reading. I'm just gonna keep pulling these. I know I brought these other decks, but I don't even want to touch it. I just want to play with these. Love reading. Ooh, Temperance. So I do know this card. Temperance is about, at least how I perceive temperance, is like, it's like balance. It's having a good balance between things. And let me see what this other card is. The Chariot. These are two of the Archangel, major arcana cards. General love reading. So when I see the Chariot, may you be peaceful, like what I'm getting with that is like, you need to move from point A to point B to manifest this relationship. The Chariot is about like getting in a car or getting in a chariot and moving. So I think look out for opportunities of things that will move your relationship forward, because I think you're not in the space to do it right now. And maybe that's like literally, maybe that's metaphorically, maybe that's mentally, but there needs to be movement from point A to point B. So look out for that Chariot and what that might be. Maybe it's personal growth and development, but I'm getting it has to be something around balance. So maybe it's a balance between your home and work life. Maybe it's a balance between, putting out your energy a little bit and then maybe receiving energy a little bit with relationships. I just think that I'm getting that it's more mental with the Temperance card. It's like things aren't balanced right now, and I'm feeling like it's more it's almost like it felt like a lot like the last reading, so that's why I'm checking. But I think it's about putting out your time and energy, and I think you put out too much, and then you pull back, and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm trying so hard, nobody's returning the favor, like, and you get grumpy at the process. And so I think that's the journey that you kind of need to go on next, is finding that balance. But then I'm also getting that this is it can be also literal. It's like moving, meeting someone. It's like things need to shift into a new energy. I don't know. I'm also just getting the message of like declutter, maybe. I need to be faster. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Seems like there's a lot more people in here. Does lunchtime work better for you guys? Sorry, I'm lost track of the chat. Okay, there we were. Hello. Are the automatic writings I'm doing truly coming from Mo? This is from Angie. I'm hearing Angie, yes, but it's also intermixed with your spirit guides. Can you ask my spirit guide what the roses mean? I'm hearing confirmation, like a good positive thing. Sometimes you'll see signs and it'll be like, hey, stop doing this, pay attention. But I'm getting that it's a good confirmation thing. Roxanne, I don't know if there's a loved one in spirit, but if you're wondering if it is, I think that might be the case. Ooh, this is such a pretty card. Roxanne, this is the 7 of coins, if you want to look up what that means. But I'm just looking into this card energetically and just looking at it and seeing what I pick up from it. And I'm just getting like ancestral energy. Like maybe the roses have something to do with meeting ancestors, meeting spirits. And then, but it also is like in relation to you and like things going on in your life that you can grow and learn from in a really positive way. It just feels very like familial, generational information. Like these roses come in to confirm that. I hope that makes sense. I'm very independent as well. You're welcome. Well, and I think that's why sometimes independent people can like clash heads with other independent people, but I think it'll be really good for you. Why does this jump down? Stop doing that. Can you tell me about the next and last, hopefully, person I will have in a relationship? All right. Is it, oh my gosh, I'm totally blanking. Is it Lori? I have a little bit of baby brain because I haven't been sleeping very good lately. But can you tell me about the next and last one? Lori, this is the same card that I just pulled for somebody else, and I think they're pulling it up for me because they're like same message of like, you're the queen. This person needs to treat you well. Your husband, which I've read for Lori before, her husband is very strong energy. He's coming in. He's like, he needs to treat you like a queen. But what about him? This is a new deck if you're just joining me, guys. Oh, this is the little match girl, isn't that? I don't know if that's what it is, but that's the feeling that I'm getting. And what is that? I think so I'm getting like loneliness around this card. Maybe you guys will meet out of mutual loneliness. I don't know. But I'm also getting, I think your guides are trying to just they're trying to direct you away from your question, and they want you to address this first so that you can manifest that relationship. And I think you just need to get out of the loneliness, which is like, how do you do that? But I think right now the energy that you have is very much like, it's just me, I'm all I have, I can't do anything, I'm with no one else. And because you're putting out that energy, it's very hard for the universe to send you people, because you're very much like in an intention setting mode of, no, I'm by myself. Hey everybody, I'm Steve. Welcome, Steve. I was thinking about the Temperance card earlier when my partner was telling me to have patience. Yay, very true thing. You're welcome. Hey guys, sorry, we're doing speed readings. I'm very slow, but if you have a question, throw it up in the comments. I'm trying to catch up. You should make OnlyFans. What's that? Jibber Nibber? Jibber Nibber, that's a funny name. You're welcome, Angie. Yes, it's me, Lori. Okay, I felt like I sometimes get you and your daughters mixed up and I feel bad. Hi, I'm wondering if there's something I need to know. Great question, Trisha. Leaves it nice and open. Oh, these cards are so brand new. I'm just pulling the same cards, Trisha. The Chariot. And when that happens, it's a lot because there's group energy going on. I mean, even though it's virtual, the group energy right here, we're all here in this chat room. You all came across my video for whatever reason. And so maybe, you know, even though I'm reading a message for one person, it might actually pertain to more than one. And because of that, you start to see themes in the reading. Everyone out. Oh, too funny, Trisha. I'm feeling like this is a little bit different though. Trisha, I'm feeling like you are the driver of the Chariot when it comes to this card, and you are the one pushing things forward. And I'm getting that whatever's going on right now, Trisha, you need to be the pusher. Like, don't wait for somebody else. Whatever is going on in your life, push to make it happen because no one else is going to. I hope that makes sense. I'm just getting this very like, you're waiting around for change, you're waiting for something to happen in life, but you have to be the one to make it happen. It's very strong of like, be independent, feel empowered, you got this sort of card. Thank you, that's awesome. I think I have a strong connection with that means. Very good. Oh, interesting. Well, I think that's great. Pay attention to those little signs. And like, my cousin recently passed, and that week after he passed, it was like I was seeing bubbles everywhere. And you don't ever see bubbles. Like, I was literally driving in a really sketchy part of town, and I just saw this guy blowing bubbles, and they were huge bubbles, and he was blowing them into traffic, like to make people happy. And I was like, that is crazy. And so now I associate bubbles with my cousin who passed. So yeah, paying attention to those signs. It's really cold in here. Sorry, I have to put on my coat. Paying attention to them is just another way that those guides can know, oh, okay, every time I send her a rose, she's going to remember this or going to think of this. So they'll use it more often. But if you're not paying attention and you don't see those signs, then they're going to just try something else. Awesome. More questions. You guys, there's 7 people in here. Nobody has questions? Maybe I'll do a poll for everyone really quick. Ooh, that is so cool. I love this deck. I'm going to do a video review of this deck so you guys can see it a little bit better. So immediately the energy that I got behind this was fighting, because it looks like these people are fighting, but when you actually look close up, they're like happy, and it looks like they're working together. So I think what I'm getting from this card is the message is, you know, work with the people around you. Don't push it. Don't fight it. You know, maybe you feel like you have to go it alone, but really there's people around you that can help you manifest the things that you need. And if you use their help, you're telling the universe, I accept help. I accept this energy of community. I don't know. It's like accepting. Sorry, it's like accepting the help of the community is going to help you push along your goals. It's like, not only will they help you like resource wise, but like energetically, I think we all for some reason need a little bit of a push and help from other people. We just need that motivation. I just had a vision in a meditation. It was in the clouds and it was so beautiful and bright, but so many angels were in rows. I felt like they were coming down. What does that mean? Ooh, interesting. Danielle, I'm immediately getting it has something to do with the timing, like what was going on in your life right then. Can you think of like what was going on at that time? Because it's in relation to that. So like maybe you've been changing careers, or maybe you've had someone pass. Whatever it is, it's definitely in relation to that. I'm just getting protector energy. Like maybe you were worried about them coming down as like that's scary. But I think what they're showing me is that they're more coming to you to help and know that you're protected. Ooh, this is Pele. I love Pele. And this is, sorry for Danielle. I'm just seeing if there was anything else. I'm gonna have to, I love these cards so much. I think these might finally motivate me to learn the actual tarot. Knight of Coins. So coins are usually about like material things. Wands, crap, I can't remember what wands are. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by the comments. So Pele is like the goddess of like, I think manifestation, but also like destruction. She destroys things and she also like helps manifest them. So I'm getting, Danielle, like whatever's going on in your life, maybe there's something that's like a big shakeup that you're like stressed out about, but really they're coming in to be like, no, we are protecting you. We're helping you. This is happening for a reason. And the only thing I'm getting with this one is that maybe it has something to do with finances. And I think it's just the coin part of this one that, so maybe you're like afraid of something happening that it might screw up your finances. I'm getting to like, let it happen. These angels are here. This higher power is here to protect you. And it's going to be for the better for your finances, maybe. Hello, Luna Moon. Thank you for subscribing. Yes, you can ask a question. We're doing speed readings. But if you really want a reading and you want me to spend a little bit more time on it, send me $5 donation through PayPal or Venmo, which is in the description below. But thank you guys for joining. If you're just now joining me, I'm in my studio. That's why it's such a mess behind me. But I wanted to do lunch readings today in between other client readings that I had and some work that I need to get done. I love Pele too. What my dad thinks of me. We never actually met. Oh, interesting. Let's see, Roxanne. I'm immediately just getting that there's a ton of mixed emotions there. There's like guilt, but also love, but regret, but also like relief, like knowing that he couldn't maybe be the best if he was in your life. And so, or maybe it wasn't the best for him to be in your life or something like that. I don't know if he's passed or if he knows about you, but he sees you as this very strong energy. I'm getting all the same cards, you guys. This is so funny. Very strong energy. I think he sees you in that way and he's intimidated by it because maybe he's not that way. Ooh, wow, look at this card. This is the 10 of Wands. Okay. And if you're joining me now, I've just bought this deck, haven't even looked at it. And so I think it's always it's fun to use your deck of cards just intuitively and not even know what the cards mean. So I'm getting a skull, which typically means death or rebirth. But the fact that this tree is going through the head, I'm thinking like intuitive. I'm thinking your connection to spirit. And trees usually symbolize to me like grounding energy. So maybe this is about grounding, like you're very grounded in the head. Maybe I'm taking this very literally, but that makes sense with the other card. I feel like he's intimidated by you. You are so much more advanced mentally and emotionally than he ever was. And so I don't know if he's passed or if he's just not in your life, but I think there's a fear there of not being able to connect or communicate in that way. Yeah. Okay, Luna Moon. Will my person you and I romantically reconnect in the future? Maybe this year. Let us see. Why am I pulling the exact same cards? Like at some point, even I doubt it, and I'm like, is it really this group energy? I'm going to pull another card just because I want to make sure that I'm getting these right. I've also been doubting myself a little too much lately, and my friend pointed this out to me today. They're just, my guys are messing with me right now. But yeah, I've been a little off because I had my cousin pass recently, and it's been very interesting tuning into his energy. I'm going to be doing some videos around that eventually. So what was this? Will my person, you and I romantically reconnect in the near future? I don't know about romantically, but I definitely see you guys coming back together, Luna. I'm just seeing, so when I pull the same cards, one of the things you have to do is not just read the cards the exact same way that you read them for the last person. You really have to wipe your slate clean. And I literally imagine doing that. Like I imagine a whiteboard in my head and I wipe it clean and then I do the reading. And so that's an important thing you have to do as an intuitive. And if you don't, then you're just giving regurgitated readings. But I can't deny that group energy is group energy, and sometimes the messages are the same. But yeah, Luna, I feel like this card is like, I'm getting like destiny. I'm just getting like very primal, like you guys have met in a past life, like you're supposed to be in each other's lives, and so you're definitely going to meet up again. I don't know about romantically. I'm feeling like maybe not so much. I feel like that person is a little too strong-willed for you. And I feel like this is like one of you is going to push it forward, and I'm trying to see if that's you. I'm hearing no. I think it's them. They might push this forward and push it to happen. I feel like there's almost like a business like relationship. Like you guys are really good at co-creating things together. And so I wouldn't be surprised if you guys like worked on a project together. You know, if you could set aside that past relationship stuff. I feel like your guys' relationship is very you've wanted to come and be in each other's lives in this life, and you're gonna kind of come back and forth occasionally, because you guys are you have a purpose. Like I keep seeing there's like a little castle at the top of this, and it's like you guys have a goal that you want to reach together in this life. Maybe that is romantically, like I could be wrong, but right now I'm feeling like it's very much like project related. I don't know if you guys do something together, like you're in the same industry. I would start there. We were often together. Yeah, I feel like you guys would definitely come back together. I just don't know romantically. But I think there's definitely a lesson there that you guys are wanting to learn together. That's why you are so connected in this life, and probably why you feel romantic towards him. You're welcome, Danielle. Anybody else? I'm so surprised. I'm thinking lunchtime might not be the best time for everybody. I don't know. I think the fact that I'm just not on a consistent basis is the problem. Back when I was doing every Tuesday nights, you guys seemed to be on time, or not on time. Not that that matters, but like everyone was there. There was a ton of people. We get up to like 20 people in the chat. I want to get back to that. It's just have a very busy schedule, and I'm trying to carve out a day that I know I can do it every single week. You're welcome. Anyone else have any other questions? I want to ask why I'm pulling the same cards. What's the deal? What's the deal? I pulled the same cards. Temperance. So I'm hearing balance. How would that? Oh, okay. I think my guides want to balance being intuitive and learning this deck, so not throwing a ton of new cards my way. They want to not throw too much at my way, I think is what I'm getting at this. And then the Knight of Coins. I'm just like drawn to this cow's eyes. I'm gonna have to look up what a cow spirit animal means. I'm hearing like stability, and like I'm like feeling my root chakra. So maybe it's something to do with like grounding energy, and maybe I need that right now. these similar cards will ground me, versus if I pulled all sorts of random ones, I might get overwhelmed, which might make sense. Will my finances improve soon? I'm hearing yes. I'm hearing ask for help. I'm hearing you can change your living situation. This is so pretty. This is the Fool. It's a mermaid. And the Fool card is traditionally like being naive. And so Lori, I would see if there's anything that you could let go of finances wise. Like maybe you have bills that really aren't necessary. I don't want to say you're being taken advantage of, but I feel like in some ways you are. Like maybe, and that doesn't necessarily mean someone is taking advantage of you, but it's almost like your money is taking advantage of you. I'm getting like you're spending more than you need to spend. Maybe that's like with your living situation, or maybe you just have a lot of outgoing bills. I feel like there's some shuffling that could happen to improve it. Yeah, and then I pulled this Pele card again, and so I'm getting to like destroy the energy around the finances. It's like destroy what's not working, get rid of what's not working for you, so you can let the new in. I just feel like it's like decluttering literally and also mentally around finances. I'm getting like, Laura, I feel like moving. I don't know if that's a possibility, but I feel like moving. I'm just getting I'm like seeing your house and I'm feeling such a stuck energy in your house. And that might be affecting other aspects of your life, but like your house feels like it's just like sucking you in. I'm not sure if you just need to like clean it up or see if you can't get rid of it, but I feel like it's like the house itself is not working for whatever reason for finances. And your house could be totally fine, paid in full, but sometimes if your house is dirty or if there's bad things that have happened, sometimes you just need to clear up that energy and things will start to work a lot better. Yeah. Do you guys have any more questions? This is a speed reading. These are the slowest speed readings ever. Mostly because I'm slow, but if you're joining me now, guys, live, we're doing speed reading. So anyone can ask a question. Just throw it up in the comments. Ooh. I'm playing around with this new tarot deck that I bought. Haven't even really looked at it. It's so gorgeous. I'm going to do a video review on it, but it's called Tarot of the Divine. And it says, the path to enlightenment is unique for each of us, but many of the lessons we learn are shared stories passed among cultures and generations. Tarot of the Divine brings traditional tarot archetypes to life with a lustrous series of fables, including The Little Mermaid, Aladdin, The Crane Wife, Sleeping Beauty, King Arthur, and the stories of many lesser-known legends and deities from all over the world. Just as the tarot provide ways to interpret the world around us, so too do these illuminating folktales. That's so cool. This is like made out of this really nice material. What should I pay attention to? I'm seeing you looking out a window. What does that mean? There's like a veil in front of you that's blocking your vision, intuitive vision. Maybe so pay attention to blocks to your psychic ability, Roxanne. Maybe I feel like you can't see them, which is why I'm seeing you look out the window. Like you're looking through the window, but the window is actually a little bit dirty, if that makes sense. Either these cards are sticky or my guides are just having so much fun messing with me. Ooh, that's fun. 8 of Wands. What should I pay attention to? With this one, I'm getting money, Roxanne. Like, pay attention to what you're spending. being good with like budgeting habits, making sure that you're spending less than you are bringing in, if that makes sense. And let me tune into the energy of this card. This is like a crow or something with like rainbow wings, and he's carrying a stick of fire. Like I'm definitely just getting to like I'm getting like impulse decisions, like don't jump into impulse decisions, especially with like the holiday season, Roxanne. Like I feel like you might make quick decisions because you're like, oh, I want to make people happy, or maybe it's that you want to like go out and spend a bunch on Thanksgiving, and then you actually end up wasting like way more money than you should. Like I feel like you're playing with fire a little bit, and I'm sort of seeing at the turn of the new year, Roxanne, then you might be like checking your checkbook and you're going to be like, oh my God, why did I do that? So I think it's more just like, you know, also wood, I think of like grounding energy, again, that root chakra, which is all about like stability, security. So I would just take this as like, just pay attention to those. Don't let things get out of control. Because I'm totally this way too. Like when it comes to like family stuff, I'm just like, whatever, let's just buy whatever. And then like I get home and I'm like, why did I do that? So I'm just getting to pay attention to that. The security and like the balances, knowing stuff with your finances is actually going to be okay and not like overspending. Let's see, what's a fun question to ask? So I had a reading with this awesome couple last week, and he asked, why did I come into this life? And I was like, oh, that is such a great question. I'm just going to pull it for myself right now because there's not a whole lot in the chat. But ooh, that's so awesome. So I'm just resonating with this. So I asked, why did I come into this life? And this looks like a very like romantic situation. And you know what? This blue person, she's like an Indian goddess. I have seen her several times before. And I've actually seen her in relation to my child, my son. And so I'm seeing this as like me and my husband. And I'm also seeing this goddess as like a mother. And so this to me makes a lot of sense because I feel very strongly about being a family unit in this life. Like that is like my goal, that is my purpose. And earlier this year when I had my son, everything just feels so right. Like even though 2020 has been like a shit year, like everything has been falling into a place. I feel so fulfilled and happy. Like I feel like I have that missing piece to my life, which is, you know, not always what some people experience when they have kids. Sometimes it's like, oh shit, why did I do that? Danielle, do my guides have any messages for me? I'm sure they have a ton. They're dancing, Danielle, and I'm getting like immediately like laugh more, like play more, don't take yourself so seriously. Put schedule in fun is what I'm hearing. Like put something in your agenda that says, no, this chunk of this day I'm having fun. I'm not planning anything. I'm doing something fun. Ooh. Danielle, I don't know if you're in a relationship, but if you are, I'm feeling like there's some imbalance there. Like, I feel like this is you, and I feel like, I mean, I'm just interpreting it as a relationship. It could be something else. It could be like a job or finances, but something is sort of controlling you, and you're not stepping up and asking for what you need and you want. This lady's like sad and crying, and this is like someone above her. This is just intuitively what I'm getting. I have no idea what this card is about. But it's like something in your life is controlling you and you're letting it. And it's okay to step up and say, no, I need this. I want this. Thanks, Roxanne. Have fun taking your dog for a walk. Yeah. Trisha, can you please pull a card from my husband? Yes. Trisha's husband. What does he need to know? Ooh. That is Funky Town. Ooh, I love that. I'm so glad I did this. at first I was like, oh, I shouldn't bring a completely new deck onto a reading that I've never used, but I'm just loving the energy that is coming out of this. So like I'm just getting trapped energy, Trisha. I feel like this is him. Maybe he feels tied up. He feels like he can't move. Maybe that's finances. Maybe that's like the house situation, having all of us being at home. He needs to get out. He needs to prioritize his self-care. And I think a lot of men just don't do that because they're taught that they have to be the caregivers or that they're not allowed to have any problems ever and they're supposed to be on top of their mental game all the time. But I feel like because he's feeling all of this anxiety and trapped energy, it's like he's shooting himself in the foot, which this has like a little sword through its mouth. It's like he's sabotaging himself by not putting himself first. And I mean, this doesn't have to be like extreme bad. I mean, it could just be that he's forgetting to take like an hour to himself to do something that he wants to do. For my husband, sometimes he just needs to go play video games and he feels way better. Sometimes he goes for a walk and he feels better. Sometimes for me, this is like going and hanging out with friends. Or sometimes it's like meditating or just taking a bath. I think he needs to find whatever that is for him because he's not trapped, but his energy, he feels that way because everything is so monotonous. He needs to just mix up the energy, Trisha. Anything that my guides want me to know? Any messages? Yes. I should shuffle this a bit more. Yeah. It has like moons on the back. It's really cool. So Angie, like I'm immediately getting physical sensations. So to me, that's like health stuff. I'm having a hard time breathing, Angie. I don't know. Be careful when you go out. Like I feel like, I don't know if you've been a little risky with the whole virus stuff, but maybe be careful. Because I'm getting this sensation of not breathing. And I asked, what does that mean? Because sometimes that could just be like mental, like you feel like you can't breathe because you're not speaking up for yourself or you're not asking for the things that you need, or maybe you're like super stressed out. But I was immediately getting like sickness. So maybe it could be both, whatever resonates with you, but wouldn't hurt to be safe. And then I also like felt pain in my side. I don't know if you have issues with like, it feels like it's not your hip, it's not your stomach. It's just like a stabbing pain. Do you feel that, Angie? Am I totally not tuning into you correctly? Interesting. And so this card, I'm also getting like, she's got like thorns in her feet and she's like all bloody and upset. I'm just getting like health. Like take really good care of yourself, Angie. I don't know if you're self-sabotaging. Oh, I did pull a muscle on my side. Maybe that's what I'm picking up. It could be future stuff too. I'm just getting, for whatever reason, Andy, your guides want you to pay attention to how you're taking care of yourself. And maybe maybe I'm taking it all very physically and maybe it's more energetically and like kind of the thoughts you're putting out into the universe. But I just feel like I keep hearing the word self-sabotage. Maybe you aren't taking care of yourself as well as you should. I know that card is a little scary. Don't let it scare you. I always tell people in my readings, you have the ultimate decision, you have the ultimate power. Nothing, even if I give you a reading, it doesn't mean it has to come true. You can take the advice, you can learn from what the messages say, and you can change the future. Ooh, such a pretty card. I just pulled another one for Angie because no one else is asking questions. This is the World card. And the World card is like the card of the deck. It's like the opposite of the scary card, which is the Tower. I love this card. Because I'm hearing like bounty, plentiful. They're standing on like gourds or apples or pumpkins, and they're just surrounded by all these beautiful flowers. There's lots of love. Angie, I'm just getting that this is like a message of you can have this. Maybe you feel like this year has thrown you off, or just recently you're just feeling thrown off. Know that your life can be what you want it to be. Like they want you, it's like they're showing me you taking this card and like hanging it up on your wall and being like, this is my vision board. It's like what is the ultimate, what do you want your ideal day to look like? You know, I want it to be filled with a great relationship. I want it to be filled with my kids. I want it to be just this amazing, bountiful thing where I have everything I need and I want. And I think they're saying that you've lost like sight of this. And so put it up on your wall. Like, what is that? What does that look like? Put up something that's representational of your world. What is your perfect world? Because I think you're just not thinking about it often. You're only thinking about the lack and what you don't have. And as soon as you start focusing on, no, this is what I want, it's going to be so much easier to manifest. And I feel like so many readings that I've done recently, I just feel like turn of the new year, things are going to start just getting so much better for everyone. And that doesn't mean the virus, because I still think it's going to take a while for us to get rid of the virus, but I feel like the energy that everyone is putting out is very much like next year's going to be better. And we're so hardcore manifesting it that it's going to happen because all of us are so dead set on having such a much better year. Hey, everyone. Okay, so I'm going to do one more reading and then I probably should sign off. So I'm going to do one more reading for all of you guys. So if you have a question, send it out into the universe, send it to me, put it in the comments, whatever you want to do. And I'm going to ask that our guides give me a card to answer sort of everybody, or just give me messages so that everyone can at least have something that resonates to their question. So send those questions to me energetically. Even if I don't see them, I'm tuning in and I'm setting the intention that whatever card I pull is going to answer your questions. Okay. I'm getting very male and female energy. And so I got the Emperor. I should remember what he is, but what I'm getting, I got him in reverse. And what I'm getting from this is there's a lot of negative energy around what you can and can't control. So maybe in regards to your guys' questions, maybe you're feeling like someone else has control, someone else has the power to make these decisions and not you. And so they want you to reverse that, and they want you to be the king. They want you to be the owner of your reality and your future. You can manifest whatever you want to manifest. You just have to own it. And I think right now, for whatever reason, we're giving away our power to somebody else, or something else. Or it could just be that, we're saying, oh, I can't have this until I make more money, or, oh, I can't have more money until the virus goes away. It's like those are all excuses that we're telling ourselves. We're giving away our power. So reclaim this power. And I think it's masculine energy, just in the sense of like, masculine energy is very much like take what you want, go after those goals. Even if you're a female, you can have that masculine energy. Everybody has both. So it's getting in touch with that, getting in touch with the commander in you, the emperor in you, being the emperor of your life. And then I also pulled the Queen of Wands. She's been coming up a lot. This is Pele. And the theme of destruction, the theme of get rid of what doesn't work for you, destroy the things that are holding you back. And although that destruction is scary, that's sometimes what the energy needs to get shaken up, to get it changed and mixed up so that something new can come in. So not only are you reclaiming your power, your intentions, what you can and can't do, you're also releasing that which is not working for you anymore. So pretend your question was, how can I make more money, or something like that. How you would apply this is by saying, well, I'm not going to give out any more excuses of why I can't make money. I'm in charge of it. I'm in full control. And then, okay, what are some things that I'm doing that are not making me money? What can I get rid of that doesn't work? Oh, maybe I'm spending too much. Maybe I need to go work somewhere else. Working from home just doesn't work or something like that. So figure out the things that are not working for you. That's a great little reading. I love it. I love both the feminine and masculine energy behind this. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. I hope that lunchtime was a good time for us all to connect. Let me know in the comments if that's a better time versus night times. I'm not sure where everyone is, but if you want to catch me next time, jump on my website. I have an event page. You can see when the next time I'm going to be live is. I also let you guys know on my events in Facebook. But yeah, reach out to me on my website if you want to book a reading. I'm doing group events also, and coaching sessions. So if you want to learn about what I do, and maybe you're taking my online course, my basic psychic skills course, you can jump on and learn about my coaching. And it's basically just like a one-on-one consultation with each other where I basically help you hone your skills, maybe work through some of the areas that you're struggling. And it's just a great session that's not quite a reading. I use some of my intuitive abilities, but really I want to take that time to customize some exercises for you to help you out. But I'm trying to think anything else. Yeah, you guys can book online now with me. That used to not be a thing. You had to just email me and we had to figure out a date. But now I've got dates available, so you can just book and reach out and get that scheduled and paid all up front. And I think that's it, guys. I'm going to have more videos coming your way. New video up this Sunday, but every week I try to upload a new video. So please subscribe. I'm trying to get to a monetization. YouTube basically used to just be you get 1,000 subscribers and then you can monetize your channel. But now, I didn't realize this, you have to get not only 1,000 subscribers, but you have to have 4,000 watch hours. So it basically means I have to have 4,000 hours of my content watched. So watch my videos, please, if you feel like they resonate. That helps me. Liking videos, sharing them, commenting on them, all helps. I want to one day just be solely focused on you guys. I want my work to just be this all day, every day, just readings, live videos, instructional stuff. Absolutely love it. I love the energy in these groups, and I want to keep doing it. I love the lunchtime. Awesome. Good to know. Where can I get information needed to book that? Go to my website. It's in the description below. It's psychiclauren.com. And you can just go to my services and you'll see readings, you'll see group events, and then you also see coaching. And so you can just book through the coaching. And I will say that if you want to save some money, what you can also do is purchase my course, Basic Psychic Skills. It's $35, but it's everything. It's part 1, part 2, and part 3. And with that, you get a discounted session with me for coaching. So I almost think that that's a better deal because it's about the same price as a coaching session. So if you just buy the course, you get the coaching session discounted. You probably spend the same amount of money that you would on a coaching session. So check that out. Let's see. Thanks for letting me know about lunchtime. Maybe I'll try to make that happen a little more because that's honestly easier for me too. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. Have a great rest of your day. Please subscribe, and I will see you next time.